Good day, YouTube. Welcome to my channel. I'm here in Norfolk, Virginia at the hotel. My name is Darren and my ham radio call sign is N4VFR. Now I'm here in my hotel room in Norfolk, Virginia on a 16-hour overnight. I just finished running 2 miles or 2.25 miles. Had dinner and having some coffee, I guess. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your FT8 or WSJT-X on your Flex radio. Welcome to my desktop. Well, actually, it's a laptop and I'm recording it. We're going to team view to my Flex computer in Jacksonville, Florida, where my radio is located. I always operate remote control. And I want to give credit to Mr. Ken Wells. He wrote an article on the Flex how-to page, and I'll leave the link on the description below so you can take a look at that and read it. However, I'm going to emulate his setup into a video, and I'm going to show you how I have mine set up. And again, I am doing this remote control. I've already done set it up. I'm just going to show you where those settings are located. So here we go. I'm going to team view and connect to my PC in Florida. And let's see how this works. All right, here we go. There's only a few steps. I would say maybe like 7 major steps. The first step is we're going to create a TCP port. Let's start the Smart SDR. All right, I got it all full screen. All right, so now in the cat, let me find it. It's hard to see. Here it is. Here's cat. I'll put it in the middle. Okay, in the cat, you need to click on Add. And then give a description name of the port. For example, what I have here, WSJT-X/A. So you'll just type that in here, WSJT-X, and then slice A, okay? And then you want to select the TCP button, and you need to configure the TCP port. TCP. And then you want to make sure, not the serial, but TCP, make sure that the value is indicating 6,000. Like if I were to double click on this, or let me cancel out here. Let me edit my slice already that I've created. You see WSJT-X/A. Protocol is cat and then TCP. You want to enter the 60000. I think that's 60,000. Okay. And then you select slice A. Pick a value, slice A. And ensure that the auto switch TX slice is enabled, and then you click the save button. So that is step 1. Okay, off to step 2 is configuring WSJT-X. So I'm not going to show you where to download it. So in configuring the WSJT-X, you're going to go to File, go to Settings, There's a little delay here because I'm recording this remotely. I'm remote accessing my station. Okay, and then you want to go to the radio tab. Alright, so here in the radio tab, on the rig, you select the drop down, and then you're going to select Flex Radio 6XXX. And then for the network server, you have to type this in. So it's local host all together. You got a colon and then 60,000, just like that. Don't put any space. It runs all together. There's nothing to do here. And then your PTT method will be cat. And then for the mode, you're going to select data slant packet. And then for split operation, you can either select none or you can fake it. For mine, I selected none. And then this is what I do. I normally just test it. And if you have connectivity, it turns green. Okay, so that's good. So that's configuring your WSJT-X for the radio portion. Click OK. Step number 3 is configuring the WSJT-X, the audio tab. So how do we get there? File, Settings, Audio, and here you're going to select on the drop down for the input, it says DAX Audio RX1 1 Flex Radio System DAX Audio. So when I click on the drop down, you get a whole bunch of selections, but make sure you select the specific one that you see here. That's your input right there. Now for the output, you're going to select on the drop down DAX Audio TX Flex Radio System DAX TX. Again, on the drop down, there's many options. Make sure you select the correct one. And this is just me. I put a check mark in the transmit and tune. You don't really have to do that, but that's how I have mine set up. Click OK. That completes setting up the audio tab in WSJT-X. This is step number 4, configuring your Flex Radio for digital operations. So we're going to click on this mode right here. Click on it once with the left mouse click. You're going to select DGU, and then it opens up a little menu here. You're going to select the DGU. Then we go to the DAX pull down. So here's the DAX tab. Click on DAX with the left mouse click. Here under channels, you will select channel 1. And that's it in configuring the DAX control panel. Step number 5. Check your settings in the DAX control panel. So you have the Flex running, you have the WSJT-X running, and now you're going to go to your DAX. So find your DAX, Windows, like down here I have the hot link. I just click on it once, and we're going to verify all these settings. So under the transmit stream, your TX gain, just hover over it. Change that to 45, and this will prevent overdriving the audio input levels. So this is a slider where you can actually just drag it. Click on it and drag it. Set it to 45. The RX stream slice A, I have mine set to 51. And this basically gives you a good signal to noise ratio in WJTX. If it's a little too high for you, you can set it to around 35. But for me, where is it at? 51 is what I have it set up for. And you notice that it's indicating in blue here, the little small square. It should be blue. If it's yellow, click on it. And if it does not turn blue, check your DAX channel 1. Make sure that's been selected in your slice A radio. So I'm going to push it. It's not selected. You notice it's turned off right here. Push it again. Yellow, and then it went to streaming. So streaming is good. See, my transmit is also streaming. I'm going to move this aside here because I want to adjust the levels so that you don't want to overmodulate. So this level's right here. So I'm going to tune. See how the level is right here on the tune? You don't want it to go up in the red because it's going to be bad. Yeah, I saw that I have high SWRs. I need to make sure that amplifier. Let me connect to my amplifier real quick. It might be asleep or it might not be tuned properly. So I'll just double click on this. Yeah, see how it's my amplifier was sleeping. So I'm going to click to wake it up. There you go. My amplifier was asleep, and that's why the signal was high SWRs. I'm just going to minimize this. That's why I like this RF2KS. I mean, you notice I'm recording this video remotely. All right, I'm going to tune it again. Tune. See the SWRs? It went down low, and the signal is right here, not in the red but in the yellow. So unkey. So that's how to adjust your transmit and also the settings in the DAX control panel. Step number 6 is to enable the TX DAX button in the radio control panel or under the P/CW. So this is the radio control panel, and under the P/CW, okay, let me bring the DAX back up on screen. You want to make sure if you're operating on digital mode, you want to make sure that this is enabled, okay? If you're not getting a transmit, it's because this DAX is not selected. If it's turned off, I'll bring the DAX screen up. You get it yellow. See, DAX transmit is off. You want to turn it. So remember, it's yellow now because it's not on. So click on it, and then it goes to blue. Now it's blue. Now it's streaming, meaning that it's online. Now the last step is to configure your Flex Radio receive filters for the best digital mode operations. Settings. And I believe it's under radio setup. I'll move this over. Under filters, you want to select or deselect to turn off the digital auto so it's not turned blue, and move the slider all the way to the left. So turn off the auto and then slide the slider latency all the way to the lowest latency. Do not put a check mark in here to use the digital mode. Okay, so let me make this large here. This is how I operate FT8 remotely. Don't close your DAX, just minimize it. Don't close your CAT, just minimize it. This is WSJT-X. I don't need this graph. I I'm going to also open my Log4OM. I'm not going to show you how to configure that. And I'm also going to open up my grid tracker. I'm doing this remote control, so I don't have multiple monitors to look at.
New chat message.
I put everything in small little boxes. I can configure it. Okay, I don't need this here. So my main controller is going to be this here. Okay, I'm going to, where's my amplifier? I don't want to use a whole lot of power. Alright, so there's my amplifier. I'm going to tune. Amplifier's put in 4 watts. SWR is okay. And I'm going to turn on the amplifier. I can't adjust it. But anyways, the amplifier is on. Do a tune. $180 out. And then here on the Log4OM, I'm just going to leave that alone here. I'm going to call CQ with 180 watts. Okay, there's my CQ. See the power there? I'm pushing 180 watts. If you want to hear the audio, you turn on the PC audio here and then you'll hear it. I'm recording the video on my MacBook Pro laptop operating remote control FT8 on a Flex 8600 in my station in Florida using the amplifier putting 180 watts. Alright, KC2MOE, congratulations, you are on my YouTube video. Alright, so there it is. I'm going to click OK and it logs him in my Log4OM. How cool is that? Cool beans. How cool was that? Operating remote control FT8, and I'm actually making a video on how to do it. I hope everything works out for you. If you have run into problems, you can leave a message post here, or you can post the Flex help groups, the Facebook page, the Flex enthusiasts and stuff like that. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed my video. Hey, and if you're new to my channel, please consider to subscribe, leave me a like and a comment, and that notification bell so you get notification of new videos I post. So good luck with that, folks. My name is Darren, and my ham radio call sign is N4VFR. I'll say 73s from Norfolk, Virginia. It is nightfall. See you on the next video.